Just as far as the tournament goes this year, we're excited. I mean, things are going very well. For the first time ever, we are completely sold out of our Monday and Wednesday pro-ams this early. It's never happened this early before. When you've got people who are calling to buy teams and we can't take their money, that always upsets me. But it's a good problem to have, and hopefully one that will continue. Sales are good. Based on the past, our Champions Club, Capital One Bank Champions Club, and Acme Oyster House venues on property. Two of the most popular venues on the PGA Tour. Tournaments very often call us, and how do we recreate that in their own city? And it's tough because of our food culture and because of the restaurants and everything we have here for them to do that. But we're blessed to have them. Both of those two are very, very popular. We will get a lot of sales there over the last 3.5, 4 weeks. But I guess the only message I would have was if people are going to buy soon, because we don't want to we don't want to oversell it and make it a bad experience for anyone. But at the same time, I don't want people to get shut out if they're interested in buying. So, we've been embraced in the marketplace. I feel like we've really solidified ourselves as an event in the spring that is a can't miss event. And, we want that to continue and continue to grow. So, sales are good. In terms of the event itself, we generate over $45 million in economic impact each year. We're very proud of that. Zurich spends a lot of money, obviously with a purse of $7 million. We're on the high end of the PGA Tour in that regard, and we're very proud of that. We bring people into town. It's a great event from that standpoint. One of the things that I think really gets overlooked is because of a lot of the programs we have with Zurich. We have over 35 hours of television coverage that comes out of the property here. Because Morning Drive is live from our range all week. Then you've got Golf Central that comes out of the set behind the ninth tee. Obviously, the telecast itself on both Golf Channel and CBS and re-airs of that. You end up with over 35 hours of coverage that highlights the city. And when you look at Morning Drive, you look at some of those other shows, and even the telecast itself, how many shots are they showing of the Superdome, of the streetcars, of the oyster shucking, of the architecture, on and on and on. The television, that telecast goes to 226 countries and territories. So we are promoting New Orleans for over 35 hours to, pretty much the entire world. So we're very proud of that, and something we look forward to having again. David mentioned very briefly, but the 4Kids Foundation, our members, we're growing. We're adding new members every year. We have such a committed group, such a great group that do so much for the tournament. And they're very proud of what we've accomplished. It's because of their work and the work of all the volunteers and everyone else. I think Alan had an old piece of information. We're over $30 million in charitable give over the history of the foundation, but we have distributed over $5 million in the last 3 years. So we have a lot of momentum. We're having a great deal of impact in our region with kids. We vet those charities very closely, and we know we're giving to programs that are doing great work and benefiting our area. So, we're very, very proud of that. And then the thing that probably most people are interested in, our field, we're going to really get rolling. As Justin said, I've noticed that players are committing later this year than ever before because of the Olympics. That changes the schedule. The PGA Championship is going to be 2 weeks after the British Open this year. The Bridgestone, one of the World Golf Championships, has moved earlier. It's really, really condensed. It's interesting to hear Justin talk about week on, week off. A lot of guys don't know what they're doing yet. So many guys are waiting at Bay Hill. We had so many guys tell us they're going to wait till Augusta to make decisions. So there are a lot of guys who've told us they're coming. They hadn't officially committed yet, but I'm very, very confident we're going to have a very steady stream, 2 or 3 releases a week of names that will just roll in, and a lot of very, very good names. We're very proud to announce today 3 names that Justin is our defending champ, is the 8th ranked player in the world. Obviously a great place to start. We've got Jason Day, who is the number 1 player in the world again. Very proud to know that he's coming back. And then Ricky Fowler, the number 5 player in the world. So great place to start with those 3 guys, 3 of the top 8 in the world. We know we've got a lot of others that we're going to be announcing here very shortly, and look forward to getting that word out. If you've been paying attention, we've got a new series of television commercials this year, And if you've caught all of the different commercials, Ricky is in one, Jason is one, and Justin is in one. So we kind of tipped our hand on those three, but very proud. They all love the event and are happy to promote it on our behalf and take part in our television commercials. So we're proud of that. I feel great about where we are. Look forward to being able to get a lot of those names out so that word spreads and it just builds momentum sales-wise leading into the week. But it's going to be a good field. We're happy where we are. We really appreciate everyone coming out today. I'm happy to answer any questions I can. Hopefully you got everything you needed from Justin, and look forward to seeing everyone in a few weeks. And Jimmy?